We all remember the most magical scene in cinema history. Dorothy and her friends are trapped in a field of deadly poppies, falling into a deep sleep. Suddenly, a beautiful snowfall begins, waking them up and saving their lives. It's a moment of pure Hollywood wonder. But behind the scenes, that snow was a death sentence. In 1939, Hollywood didn't have fake soapflake snow. Instead, the studio used 100% pure white chrysotile asbestos. For days, the actors, including Judy Garland, sat in a closed studio, while industrial-grade carcinogens were rained down directly onto their faces and into their lungs. They weren't just acting exhausted, they were breathing in a substance that we now know causes incurable lung cancer. And that was only the first week of filming. By the time The Wizard of Oz was finished, nearly every lead actor had been hospitalized, poisoned, or permanently scarred. This isn't a fairy tale. It's a record of corporate negligence that would be illegal today. You probably recognize Jack Haley as the lovable Tin Man, but he wasn't the original choice. The role originally belonged to Buddy Ebsen. 9 days into filming, Ebsen woke up in the middle of the night screaming. His lungs were failing, and his skin was turning blue. The studio had been coating his face in pure aluminum powder to give him that metallic shine. Ebsen was literally breathing in metal dust every single day. He spent 2 weeks in an oxygen tent, fighting for his life. Did the studio apologize? No. They replaced him with Jack Haley and switched to a safer aluminum paste. They didn't even tell Haley why Ebsen had left. Haley ended up with a severe eye infection from the paste that nearly blinded him, but the studio pushed him to keep filming. To MGM, the actors were just props that could be replaced if they broke. If the Tin Man story was a slow poisoning, the Wicked Witch's story was a public execution. Margaret Hamilton, who played the witch, was terrified of the green makeup she had to wear. It was copper-based and highly flammable. During the scene where she disappears in a cloud of fire and smoke, the trapdoor failed to open in time. The pyrotechnics ignited while she was still standing on the platform. The copper in her makeup caught fire instantly. Hamilton suffered second and third degree burns on her face and hands. Her skin was literally melting off. Instead of shutting down production, the studio gave her 6 weeks to heal and then told her to get back to work. When she refused to do any more scenes involving fire, they hired a stunt double. That stunt double was also hospitalized after a broomstick explosion sent her to the emergency room. The movie was literally consuming its cast. But the darkest part of the Wizard of Oz lore isn't the physical accidents, it's what they did to 16-year-old Judy Garland. To keep up with the grueling 18-hour workdays, the studio reportedly fed her pep pills, Speed, to stay awake, and then gave her sleeping pills to crash at night. They forced her onto a strict diet of black coffee and chicken soup, even taping her torso to make her look younger. The magic of Oz was built on the back of a child star who was being systematically broken by the industry. When you watch the movie now, you aren't just seeing a classic. You are seeing a group of people who survived one of the most dangerous sets in history. From the asbestos snow to the copper fires and the poisoned metal dust, The Wizard of Oz is a miracle not because of the story, but because anyone made it out alive. Next time you follow the yellow brick road, remember the price the actors paid to get there. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more hidden history and dark lore. Thanks for watching.